If you're over 60, there is one warning sign of diabetes that could already be showing up in your body today, and most seniors completely ignore it until permanent damage has already begun. What makes this so dangerous is that the earliest symptoms often look exactly like normal aging. A little more tired than usual. A little thirstier than before. Maybe your vision isn't quite as sharp. Most people never think twice about it. But what if those small changes are actually your body's desperate attempt to warn you that something is wrong? And here's the frightening truth. Millions of older adults are living with diabetes or prediabetes right now and don't even know it. Some discover it only after it has already affected their eyes, kidneys, nerves, or heart. In today's video, I'm going to reveal 7 early warning signs of diabetes that every senior needs to know, including one sign that many doctors rarely discuss but could be one of the strongest clues of all. Before we begin, if you want to stay healthy, independent, and active for as many years as possible, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Every week we share trusted health information designed specifically for adults over 50. And while you're watching, leave a comment below telling me where you're watching from. I always enjoy hearing from our community. Now let's begin with the first warning sign, and this is one that many seniors mistakenly accept as part of getting older: excessive thirst and frequent urination. I once spoke with a 71-year-old gentleman who told me he had started carrying a bottle of water everywhere he went. He was constantly thirsty. At night he was waking up 3, 4, sometimes 5 times just to use the bathroom. He assumed it was simply age. It wasn't. His blood sugar was dangerously elevated. When blood sugar levels become too high, your kidneys work overtime trying to remove the excess glucose. When they can no longer keep up, that sugar spills into your urine and pulls water out of your body. The result is a cycle of dehydration, thirst, drinking, and more urination. If you've noticed this happening more often recently, don't ignore it. But what surprised many of my patients even more was the next warning sign. It's something people blame on retirement, poor sleep, stress, or simply getting older. Persistent fatigue. Not ordinary tiredness. Not feeling sleepy after a busy day. I'm talking about a deep exhaustion that seems to follow you everywhere. You wake up tired. You stay tired throughout the day. You rest and somehow still feel tired. Here's why. Your body depends on glucose for energy. But when diabetes develops, that glucose struggles to enter your cells properly. It's like having a full tank of fuel but no way to get it into the engine. Your bloodstream is full of sugar, yet your cells are starving for energy. Many seniors tell me they suddenly stop enjoying activities they once loved. They lose motivation. They feel drained after simple tasks. And because it happens gradually, they rarely suspect diabetes. But the next warning sign may be even more concerning because it involves one of your most valuable senses. Your vision. Have you ever noticed that your eyesight seems clear one day but blurry the next? Many people assume they simply need stronger glasses. However, elevated blood sugar can cause fluid shifts inside the eye, temporarily changing the shape of the lens. This can create blurry vision that comes and goes. One day you read perfectly. The next day words seem slightly out of focus. Then it improves again. This inconsistency is often very different from normal age-related vision changes. And here's what makes it serious. Long-term uncontrolled diabetes can damage the tiny blood vessels inside the retina, becoming one of the leading causes of blindness in older adults. That's why fluctuating vision should never be ignored. Now before we continue, I want you to think honestly about something. Have any of these warning signs sounded familiar so far? If they have, type healthy aging in the comments below. Your comment may help another viewer realize they're not alone. Because the next warning sign is one that has led thousands of seniors into serious complications simply because they didn't recognize its importance. Slow healing wounds. A small cut that takes weeks to heal. A blister that refuses to disappear. A scrape that stays inflamed far longer than expected. High blood sugar damages circulation and weakens the body's natural healing process. The feet are often affected first. And here's the truly dangerous part. Reduced sensation may prevent you from noticing injuries in the first place. What begins as a tiny wound can slowly become a major medical problem. That's why every senior should regularly inspect their feet and lower legs. Something that seems small today could become much more serious tomorrow. And what we're about to discuss next may be one of the earliest signs that elevated blood sugar has already started affecting your nervous system. The fifth warning sign is tingling, numbness, or strange sensations in the hands and feet. Many seniors describe it as pins and needles. Others say it feels like their feet are asleep or that they're walking on a surface that doesn't feel quite normal. This condition is called peripheral neuropathy, and it occurs when elevated blood sugar gradually damages the nerves. What makes it so deceptive is that it develops slowly. The symptoms are mild at first, easy to ignore, easy to blame on aging. But over time the damage can become more significant. Balance problems may develop. Falls become more likely. Small injuries may go unnoticed because sensation is reduced. That's why this symptom deserves serious attention. And if you think that's surprising, wait until you hear the next sign because it seems completely backward. Increased hunger even after eating. Imagine finishing a full meal and feeling hungry again an hour later. Most people assume they simply have a large appetite. But in uncontrolled diabetes, your cells struggle to access glucose properly. As a result, they continue sending signals that they need fuel. Your brain interprets these signals as hunger, even though plenty of sugar is already circulating in your bloodstream. Many people notice this most strongly after eating bread, pasta, rice, desserts, or sugary foods. They eat, feel satisfied briefly, and then become hungry again much sooner than expected. If this sounds familiar, pay attention because your body may be trying to tell you something important. And now we've reached the seventh warning sign, the one I promised at the beginning. The sign that many people never connect to diabetes until after diagnosis. Recurring infections. Urinary tract infections. Yeast infections. Skin infections. Gum infections. Problems that seem to improve temporarily and then come back again. Elevated blood sugar creates an environment where bacteria and fungi thrive while simultaneously weakening the body's ability to fight them. The result is a cycle of infections that repeatedly return. Many seniors spend months treating the infections without ever addressing the underlying cause. That's why recurring infections should never be dismissed as bad luck. They may be your body's way of revealing a hidden problem. Now here's the most important message I want you to remember today. Any one of these signs alone does not automatically mean you have diabetes. But when several of them begin appearing together, the picture becomes much clearer. Excessive thirst. Frequent urination. Persistent fatigue. Blurry vision. Slow healing wounds. Tingling in the hands or feet. Increased hunger. Recurring infections. When these warning signs start adding up, your body may be asking for help. The good news is that early detection can change everything. A simple blood test can reveal whether your blood sugar is elevated. And the earlier diabetes is identified, the better your chances of protecting your heart, kidneys, vision, nerves, and overall quality of life. One of the biggest mistakes I see is people believing it's too late to make a difference. That simply isn't true. Research continues to show that healthy eating, regular physical activity, quality sleep, stress management, and proper medical care can dramatically improve blood sugar control even later in life. In fact, many seniors discover that a diagnosis becomes the turning point that motivates them to take better care of themselves than ever before. So here's what I'd like you to do right now. Think carefully about these 7 warning signs. Do any of them sound familiar? Have you noticed changes in your body that you've been blaming on age? If so, consider scheduling a blood sugar screening. It may be one of the most important health decisions you make this year. And now I want to hear from you. Which of these warning signs surprised you the most? Have you or someone you love experienced any of these symptoms before receiving a diabetes diagnosis? Share your story in the comments below because your experience could encourage someone else to take action before serious complications develop. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with a friend, spouse, parent, or neighbor, and subscribe to the channel for more trusted health advice designed specifically for adults over 50. Thank you for watching, take care of your health, stay informed, and remember that the earlier you listen to your body, the more opportunities you have to protect your future. I'll see you in the next video.